something to say to you. Must be out of tune or something. Hey, sorry, I'm Phil Shouse. I'm practicing my mandolin, my Rod Stewart mandolin licks. Thanks for joining me here at the House of David Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. Music Row, having a great day today. We're here to check out some gear. What we're going to check out today is the Orange Two-Stroke EQ Boost pedal, which is an extremely versatile and useful pedal that you can use many different ways. In front of your amp and through the effects loop. Say what? Through the effects loop. Yes. We'll get to that later. So anyway, let me go through the signal chain here. So we're starting with Philip Shouse's fingers through one of these two fine guitars, the Framus or the Vintage Strat there. Not old Vintage, but that's the company name, Vintage, but by Trev Wilkinson. And through, right now, the Deluxe Reverb Fender, going to the Orange OR15 later, going through the, of course, before the amp, going through the Orange Two-Stroke pedal. To the amp, Shure SM57, 56, 57, whatever it takes, to the API console, located right here at House of David Studios, Nash Vegas. Don't ever call it Nash Vegas. So anyway, let's start out with the Fender and this Framus guitar. It's got some Seymour Duncan humbuckers in it. And that's the amp. That's my amp sound. I've got the volume on 3, treble on 5, bass on 5. So here's the bridge pickup. I've got every knob on the pedal at 12 o'clock. And the knobs are high frequency, low frequency, a specified high frequency knob, specified low frequency knob, and a knob that's entitled oil. Now, the oil knob is kind of an output, not really. It doesn't make the pedal any greasier, like slick like oil would. I don't know if it's 10W40, 10W30. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but as I'm going to leave the EQ knobs all the same, and I'm going to turn up the oil knob. The oil's on 0. Even with it on 0, you can hear a little bit of high boost in there. For right now, we're going to leave the oil at 12, and I'm going to start screwing with all the EQ knobs. So I'm just going to sweep the frequencies right now so you can hear the difference. Here's the high. Okay, and the cool thing about the highs, like the other high knob, wherever you have this knob set, this is going to deal, this is, wherever you have a high knob set, like the high frequency knob set, it's going to affect how this knob works. So it's really, you can twiddle for days. So here we go, we're going to twiddle for minutes. This pedal doesn't add any gain or level or distortion. It is just EQ. But you can achieve all those things with this, if that's what you're looking for. It's a good distortion sound. So let's go to the low knobs. So all the low end out of it. Check it out. What an AM radio type thing. But alright, so before we go into the back of the Orange, let me get the vintage Strat. Now again, this isn't old, it's a new Strat. The company's called Vintage, made by Trev Wilkinson, and I picked this up here in Nashville at British Audio on Charlotte Pike. They do all my guitar work and amp work, and they're great, and they sell these guitars there too. They've got Strats, Tellys, they've got some Pauls coming in next week that I've instructed them not to sell one before I can touch them. They're great. And the price, this guitar is $450. I traded my Strat for it, my Fender Strat. That's the pedal on, here's pedal off. So it'll be a great boost pedal. What I've been doing mainly for this is it works great with humbuckers, but it boosts this guitar up a little bit to match my humbuckers volume. So that's kind of my Strat boost. But you can make it pretty hot. Cleans up very nice. So there's off. So it works really good, not only as a boost, but to change the sound of your whole rig. So let's leave this setup. Let's go back to the humbucker and this guy, and we're going to go through the back of the OR15. First of all, we're going to go through the front of the OR15, so I'll show you how it works with some gain. Do that first, then we'll go in the back. Okay, bang zoom. We're back into the front of the Orange OR15 with the Orange two-stroke pedal. Hollywood and Vine. What do you want to hear? You want to hear some clean, sparkly clean tone? You want to hear some rock and roll distortion? Rock and roll distortion. Okay, Hollywood, you got it. My EQ is flat. Everything is at 12 o'clock. Hot, but you know, not super hot. So, 12 o'clock, everything, check it out. definitely is a boost. And it's just EQ again. This is really very cool. You can really add more of everything and not make it more louder. It just makes it bigger, more louder. It doesn't make it louder, it makes it bigger. And it's a bigger frequency, taking up more space. So in a way, it does make it louder, but it's not like a very, it's not like a decibel jump. It is, I mean. So while we're here, let me go to the back of the amp. You can almost, with a one-channel amp like the R15, you can kind of achieve a second channel sound from this thing. So let's check it out. Okay, so now we're in the back of the amp. All the settings are the same as I left them when it was in the front. I'm plugged straight into the R15 with this in the effects loop. So the pedal's off. Now, with orange amps, even when you scoop the mids, not scoop them, but take them all out, like that, it still doesn't quite get that kind of Metallica, real heavy metal V for Victory sound, like the really scooped mids. But with this, you kind of can get that through the back. I like it through the back of the amp. It's more transparent. I don't use it really for boost of any kind. I kind of use it for a changing of tone. So you can kind of get that kind of thing. You got to get closer to that Marshall. There we go. More of that scooped mid sound than just the orange amp by itself. But yeah, I really dig this pedal. You can use it in the back and the front. It sounds great both ways. It's a very versatile pedal, and it's got the cool little handle on it like all the orange stuff does. Very consistent in design. I like the stuff. Orange amps, it sounds amazing. Very useful. So why don't we have some metal fun on the way out of here.